Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Thea to the Shattering. So at the end of previous episode, I asked you guys what would you like to see before we finish this series, and there'll be three things that I'll be doing. First, we'll test some rituals. Then we'll complete the Volh quest line. I actually thought that the quest from the quest line we did last time, it was a bug that basically the quest line started over again. But it seems that I was wrong. I don't know why, but the text that I read right from the start, it sounded super familiar. I don't know why. I don't think I've seen it off camera. I didn't play with this expansion off camera that much. I played for very few hours, so I don't think I managed to get to this quest. I don't know why it was so familiar, but it seems that it was like a new step in the quest line. It was just me seeing some similarities that maybe even were not there. So we'll continue. I read the next step will take us to probably the Goblin Island. So that's where we will be heading today. And after that, well, we'll see how long the quest line is. I have no idea how long it might be. So that's that, and then of course we want to complete the main quest line to get some kind of a completion for the whole series. As I said last time, I played off camera a little bit. I did some crafting. So what did I do? Actually, it's probably better to check it here. So I crafted the pristine mallet that we wanted to get, which means more damage against damaged targets and 100% shield leech. I was thinking about reloading until I got a superior quality, but I decided against it. I don't think you can get that reliably. Our crafter had almost 900 crafting and I still had 13% to fail and 28% to get the superior one. So unless you don't care about reloading, I don't think you can count reliably on getting a superior pristine mallet. So I just took the one that you probably gonna get most of the time. I want to see how strong the normal version is. So that's one thing. And another thing that I crafted, if I can find it here, the enchanted codex to test drain vigor again. I already tested it a little bit, but I'm not gonna say anything. I want you to see for yourself. It's not the strongest version. The strongest version, the drain vigor base, is 1.3, but it's not a huge difference. So this will give us a good idea of how strong it is. If you wanted to craft the stronger version, the reason wouldn't be the drain vigor, it would be quick cover. The buff from quick cover from the strongest codex is actually much better. It's, I think, minus 14, maybe even more than that. So that's a huge difference, but the minus 8.8 that we have here is more than enough already. It's actually a massive buff. So it's a nice combination with the new weapon that we have. So that's the codex, and I think I crafted this ring as well, but it's just a block ring. I was thinking about giving the other ring to the ghost, but in the end I decided against it because the main damage dealer is still the warrior. You'll see why. It's because of the drain vigor scaling. It's just not fast enough. I probably should put it this way. It still works, but it's faster to just give your warrior a good weapon or rely on some other main source of damage than waiting for the drain vigor to scale up enough so that you can kill everything. Just, I don't know, it seems that the normal weapon is faster now, but it still seems to work. That's that. And also I visited orcs. I did some trading because I wanted to get some extra materials, but in the end it actually wasn't a huge difference. I just traded away some wood, brought some other materials, but yeah, didn't really help me too much in anything. But enough talking, let's embark the expedition. We'll end the turn and we are heading for the Goblin Island. It shouldn't take too long. At least I hope that the next quest is on the Goblin Island. When we check the description, can I do it while the ship is moving? I can. Where is it? He escaped to the lands of darkness. So you destroyed the unliving, and you were told they were brought to unlife by Ivan, a boy from their village. Even the name sounds familiar. I don't know why. A boy from their village with the gift of the mystical. They told you the boy is likely to do more damage, and he's escaped to the lands of darkness. You get the sense time may be of essence if you wish to help the child. So. Land of Darkness has to be goblins, right? Because dwarves, that's like a lands of metal or something like that. Orcs are volcanic island, can't be elves, that makes no sense. And then we have the frozen island, which doesn't really sound like a land of darkness to me. So hopefully we are heading in the right direction. What is this? The water are calm, the sky is clear, and you hear a faint yet alluring song carried on the waves. Oh, that's these guys. Okay. I'll just go with the yellow challenge. Doesn't really matter here. Should be able to auto-resolve any of this. You broke free, so you can see the true face of us three. May the seas reward you. They swim away and blow you a sweet kiss. Again, wrong person. We needed that for the healer. Oh well, whatever. I'll take it. I mostly just am interested in research points now, so that we can get enough advancement points to research. At least, like, I don't know, 34 different rituals. We just burned through like 20 advancement points on the tier 5 materials. And in the end, I didn't even need it. I didn't have to craft any at all. But actually, the reason why I didn't have to craft anything is the bonus materials that I got when I researched them. So, kinda had to do it. What is this? Oh, just in the village, okay. And let's see how long we'll have to be here to find that Ivan guy. Smoker who buried wars are at the doorstep asking for place to rest and regain strength. That's in the village, right? Yeah. Well, I should be able to take care of this guy. He's alone. Yep. Oh. Oh, that's you arrived in the Land of Darkness. I thought it was another event that I haven't seen before. So we are where we are supposed to be. Now the question is how long we'll have to be here. Because there is no like quest marker. When I click on the quest, it doesn't move us anywhere. For the Lightbringers, the next step is marked. So here we just have to keep wandering around until something pops up, I guess. You heard the rumors of the unliving... Oh, there we go. Didn't take too long. Unliving roaming nearby, and of a boy who seemed to control them. This may be a child you are looking for. And, well, this quest is not familiar at all. I don't know why the previous step in the questline sounded so familiar. Like, it really felt like I've seen that quest before. I don't know why. Okay, let's track him. What is it? Autumn... And yeah, he really is nearby. So let's go in. You see the place where the veil between the Greyward and the Greyward, a land of the spirits and pure magic, and this one has thinned the point of merging. It is here that you spot the body of an old Volh and a young boy crying over it. The boy's body is poor ethereal, and the veins on his round face are black and pulsating. His croppings are clearly going astray. He's lost and driven towards darkness. Try to speak to him. This poor human is clearly trapped in the graveyard, and the stupid human male witch was not able to guide him through properly. Spirits need to be respected, not forced towards obedience. Speak to the spirit and ask him to let the boy go. To allow him to choose his path freely. A lot of dark energies are accumulating here. Try to calm this storm before it blows up, even if it will pull the child in more danger. Speak to the child, attack. Let's try it. Actually, we don't have a wall, so I'm not sure if the weaker version, I don't remember the name of the class, if it is enough to handle this. Let's actually go with this option. Oh. That's solo quest. Well, we can handle it. Okay, that's why the difficulty was so low. And I guess the purple challenge was level 8 because it was for the whole group, I guess. Okay, we can accept here. Spirits listen to your plea and agree to let the boy go. He rises and walks the pond, becoming more and more corporeal with every step. You see the darkness seep out of his body, although you suspect that he will remain tainted always. He collapses as he fully exits the grey world. Wait for the boy to wake up. The child wakes. His body and mind have reverted to his younger self, so perhaps he'll yet have a chance to grow up into a wall one day. Ask him what happened here and back in the village. I'm not sure. It was so dark and confusing. So many voices all telling me to do stuff, and then I had friends. So many friends. They would do what I wanted until they didn't, until they did bad things and I couldn't stop them. Oh no, you have to stop him. My dragon, really? He is out there. I think he means to destroy many more villages. Okay, let's take him with us. So, this is probably a child that has base stats enough to become a wall. I have no idea if it's like guaranteed this guy becomes a wall, but I would guess so. So, where do we have to go now? Is it over? Oh, here, this is the dragon. Doesn't look that difficult. Next. Yeah, whatever. A mythical creature crosses your path. Fight. What is it? Unliving dragon. Level 13. Anything interesting? Boiled blood. Retaliation. Energy explosion. That's an AoE attack. Unliving. Poison spray. Spew. Too easy. Oh, it looks like a nice loot. Some nice shields. You won. Composite shield. Don't really care. What is the mithril shield? It's crap as well. That just looked better than it actually is. It's also because I don't have that much experience with like shield designs. I don't use that many types of shields. So it just looked cool. I thought it will be a bit better. Okay, so leave, and what happens now? That's it. Oh, that's a bit anticlimactic. But it seems that this is a questline that can be finished pretty early. I guess it's meant to be done that way. So that you get this boy and you can get the wall earlier. I guess I just... well, the quests first has to pop up. And it popped up pretty late for us. I think it was around turn 200. So for us, it wouldn't matter. I just think we are unlucky. So if you get this quest around, let's say, turn 100, and then focus on completing it as soon as possible, then you could get the wall around turn, I don't know, 200, and it could become like your main character. Well, hard to say. We really didn't have the option to test the class here at all. So, what are we gonna do next? I think next... oh, hey. That's level up for Ivan. Okay. Well, mysticism. What was it I wanted to do? Yeah, we want to head for the main quest. We'll complete the main quest line now, so that those of you who are only interested in like the story and the gameplay itself, we'll be done with the series, and then I'll do one more episode where we'll just do some testing with the rituals. It will be like outside of this series, basically. I'll probably make this like the final episode, and then the next episode will be like separately just called testing or something like that. And we'll see how effective the rituals can be. We'll probably do quite a lot of reloading there, so just for those who are interested in the mechanic, there really won't be any gameplay in the next episode. Investigate, observe. We know this quest or event. We've seen it many times before. Next, I really don't like this bug that when you get an event that removes all remaining movement points. Here, let's go with protective word. Where do we have to go exactly? Up here. We should, yeah, we can sail there. Next. Also, one more thing that I should do. Actually, we can do it with the main quest line. We can do just manually the last fight to see how strong the new weapon is and check on the codex. Maybe if there is like not enough action, it's possible we just completely destroy the last fight. We could maybe do one more fight, attack one of the level 10 Lightbringer spawns. I don't think we'll get the high-level Lightbringer spawn here. We'll have to go back to the Orc Island. That's still our village. Okay, if I land on top of the quest, can I just do it? I can.
You find the cave where the Earth's chest lies, and it is much brighter than you expected. The dazzling shine blinds you at first, and even after a time you still feel dizzy from it. When you enter the final chamber, you see the torn corpse of Esme, animated by living rays of pulsating light energy, brighter than any Lightbringer you've seen so far.
Look around for the alchemist with the heart.
The alchemist stands before you.
Here, the heart was forged at the greatest of prices. You see how even now it sucks in some of the light? This creature will be weakened now. Go, deal with it.
Oh, I don't remember seeing this option before, like ever.
As you come closer, you hear waves of voices, thousands perhaps, but they all speak in unnerving unison. One leads them and turns to you.
Come, join, be at ease, cleansed from darkness for good. We will stay till the end of days. Peace, tranquility, come.
Or maybe I do remember this. I'm actually not sure, but that voice reminds me of... or it's like familiar. I think I've heard that before because it reminds me of... how does it start? Resistance is futile, you'll be assimilated. Okay, let's just keep talking as much as possible. Ask what it seeks, why it takes people. Is there an end goal?
We seek no end, for there is no end or beginning, only light that unites all. When all is still, all is quiet and tranquil, we will be forever.
Okay, so what are our options? Light and Hammer call out this tortured creature, call upon your domain and demand it ceases its madness. Light is supposed to be harmony, balance, order, not this. Or attack with spirit. Yeah, we don't have a shield leech weapon for these challenges, so I'll stick to the red challenge. And this is just a corrupted Zmei with a few Lightbringers, and this is completely irrelevant. This is actually quite disappointing, this fight, I have to say. I don't know, add like 3 or 4 less shit to it and make it really challenging. We can probably... Actually, we can't auto-resolve. Maybe I've underestimated it a bit. I wouldn't accept the outcome here. Just curious if we can auto-resolve. So here it is. 100 damage with 100% shield leech. We have splash damage and we deal more damage, like 60%. I think it's more damage to targets that have less than 100% hit points. So we can probably leech like 200 shield per attack if the cards are played like properly, that they are next to each other. Here it's a pretty wide battlefield, so I guess the splash damage might be a bit of an issue. But let's see what happens. I guess the AI is gonna play Dismay. No, it's not playing Dismay. This could be interesting. Okay. Oh, there he is. So it's life leech, but only 31 damage. That really isn't that much. How many points does it still have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 more point. I guess. Oh, and we are weakened. Something weakened us. Overwhelm. How did we ended up weakened? Because this should count only for cards on the battlefield. Oh, whatever. Okay, then we want to make the warrior faster so that he can leech even more shield before he starts taking damage. So for that we have the quick cover from the new codex. And when we use that, you'll see how much the damage increases. So we have 22 damage on the Rain of Frogs. Now it increased to 27 damage. And that's just about like the rate at which it's increasing. So while you can get, again, like insane numbers, it takes much longer to get there. And you can faster kill everything than you get to the numbers where you'll be where you would be like one-shotting the whole board. So I think Drain Vigor is kind of dead unless you like really enjoy the mechanic and want to like force it and just play with it because you like it. Otherwise, I think there are more effective ways how to handle even the toughest fights. Okay, now when the warrior is fast enough, we'll just weaken. Let's see, this card. Are we gonna weaken it? How much damage is this? Not that much. Maybe I'll just focus on this May. Not that I really have to do this, but let's see the scaling a little bit more. See, 27 to 33. First one was +5. I think this one was +6. So really long time to get where we need to get. It wasn't paying attention how much we leached, but we started on what? Holy, what that? Did we just leech like 250 shield with 1 hit? Let's just wait for the AI. I don't want to like send the warrior into something insane, unexpected, but they would really have to be completely ridiculous. Yeah. It's AoE damage, but it doesn't matter. So we just go 1, 2, 3. And attack first. So 372, 5, so it was 160-ish, something like that. Already on 768 shielding in 1 turn. Yep, that sounds balanced. There we go, 1020 shield, yep.
And its body incinerates into white ash. Bright flares explode in all directions, blinding you for a second. But they are quickly sucked in by the heart held by the alchemist. He hands you the stone relic, and you place it on a carved pedestal that resembles a huge ribcage.
Okay, you got some golem there. That might still be relevant if we decide to do some crafting. Dread shield, that's tier 5. Oh, that's a nice shield. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one. 27 void sparkles, that actually could be useful. Actually craft something with it. This is, well, actually, this is the Void Sparkle and Pristine not Pristine Matter, Morph Material. This is also interesting. Yeah, I'll keep this one for now, but when I'm checking, or when I'm looking at the stats, it's actually not that good. The problem is this is not elemental weapon craft, so it's kind of limited out at its scaling, so maybe I'll actually get rid of it. Here, we'll get rid of this one as well. What is this? This is an overkill, so I just will get the material from it. And this isn't good enough. I was thinking about crafting a codex for our healer with Summon Unliving, because he has the highest int out of all our characters. Maybe our Chosen has higher int, I'm not sure about that. And see how strong Unliving we can summon with that. Maybe you can test that next time as well, just because I'm curious. But this is not good enough. We need high tier materials for the codex that you'll be testing. Okay, next.
The ribcage vibrates, then slowly it closes to hold its new heart. Blood-filled veins begin to pump through the stone, and a slow heartbeat begins its rhythm. Thin rays of light trickle in from the walls and ceiling. It will likely take decades for all the excess light to be drawn here, but it should happen.
Ask the alchemist what happens now.
You did it! You found a way to stop the shattering and push back the Lightbringers. This chamber will hide itself, just as the cosmic tree does. The gods can now focus on restoring the land. I suppose I'm done too, really. An odd thing, to be done with things.
I don't really want him to join us. Don't really care. It's just, from now on, basically here we are done with the series. From now on, it's really just gonna be testing of maybe some different items and the rituals. So I'll just leave. Okay, so this is the result of deciding to basically kill the dwarves in the process of saving Thea. So we just lost minus 100, or like lost 100 loyalty with dwarves, and also quite a lot with woodland kin. It was a pretty evil decision. I understand that dwarves don't like us after this. Not sure about the woodland kin. I guess they just don't like me because they consider me evil now. Okay. So that's the main quest line. Now we are done with all the quests, and we want to head back south and find the level 10 fight so that we can properly test the weapon. This was disappointing. I want to see... Oh, wait. I got achievement, Unshaken. No, I'm not sure what that one is. And here's the final score. Yeah, Naya unlocked the 3 god points. I already had those. 12 god points. No, here. God points over 24 god points. Problem is that we have all of the important stuff unlocked already. I can unlock some more gods, but it's not like the main thing I would like to try in the game. The problem is some of the like interesting characters that I wanted to start with require more points that I have available if I want to play on the highest difficulty. It kind of sucks that on the highest difficulty I can't like test everything. I have to lower the difficulty to have access to some characters. I don't know, for me it doesn't really make sense. But, well, here are the stats. And as I said, we'll keep playing for a bit longer. So what did we get? Yeah. This is how you know that it's our caster. When he gets a level up, that he can get throw pebbles. That's just guaranteed. This is... Wow, this is interesting. Actually, I should maybe check this guy out first. He's starting with Summon Unliving. Which makes sense because of the quest. But it's based on the wrong stat. So it kind of sucks. I'd really like to see a change to have Summon Unliving based on mysticism when you want to have this quest line. And like a guy or boy who can, without any training basically, summon Unliving, then he should be good at it and the Unliving should be strong. This is like... He's supposed to be a Volh, so we are supposed to scale up mysticism. And he is given a skill that doesn't work with the stat that you are supposed to scale. It just doesn't feel right. Well, whatever. Let's just level it up. And here is our healer. Showing off for you. No. Doesn't make sense. I don't want to get another skill, so we'll just get Throw Pebble. Because that's the right skill for a caster. That's the one thing I would change if I could in the game. I mean, there are more things that I don't like, or I think they like don't fit to the Ivan boys. The example as the mysticism versus int based summon unliving, all the kind of stuff. But it's not annoying me. Throw Pebble, when I see that skill, it just drives me crazy. I would make that in some kind of a curse, or like when you fail in some events that one random character gets skill Throw Pebble. That would probably be a place for that skill in the game. I can just accept here. And where is the closest spawning place? Come on. Where is one when we need it? No, that's still just random groups. Oh, another level up, level 21, and we didn't get anything useful. Yeah, we'll never use the line charge with the weapon that we have, so... I'll just take Gathering. Here we are only interested in Wisdom. I guess I'll take Wits then. Come on, where are all damn spawners? There's level 8, but I don't want level 8, I want level 10. Do we have enough food? I don't want to accidentally die of starvation when looking for the Lightbringers. Well, let's keep going. There should be one, or not one, more than one here somewhere. Vaguely remember. The reason why I want to do it is that I think this is the toughest fight that you can run into regularly. So I want to see how difficult it is with basically top end gear. I mean, we could have multiple characters with this kind of gear, but that would probably be a total overkill. And also would require insane grinding to get multiple items like this. So can we just jump in and attack? You come to a place claimed by the light. There are creatures and people here, all standing together, staring into space. When they spot you, they approach. You have come to join us. Now, tell them you have come to talk and perhaps establish a friendship. You're either one of us or you are not. Come. Light wisps begin to circle you. Their cold heat on your skin and burning icicles touching your guts is an attempt at joining. So, we don't want to leave. We are not really prepared for anything other than red challenges, so that's what we're gonna do. This is an abomination that defies both turmoil, seeking to tame it, and light, abusing its power. Attack head on. What we are up against? Double Leshy, 2 dwarves, no, 4 dwarves. Wow, that's a lot of dwarves. These guys can be pretty damn dangerous. It's like 50 damage per hit potentially. These guys, let's see if it's impossible to do, as the auto result suggests. Pretty hard hitting. We have last move, so that should make it a little bit easier. And the second Leshy isn't that strong. Also, this is quite a wide battlefield, so that's a disadvantage for us. And this is the third Leshy. Just 1, 2, 3. Holy crap, there are 22 cards. So we definitely haven't seen all of it on the opening screen. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 more cards, probably 1 more Leshy. Okay, this looks fun. But the problem is, now the AI wasted all its action points. And what I can do, I of course can't play the warrior twice. That would be a suicide with the... basically would double their damage, right? But I can play here to take out 3 of them. I probably won't be able to take out 3 of them. But I'll be able to do a lot of damage. So, that's the first thing. And now we need you. Now we are at 5.5. And we'll leech some stats from this guy, so we lowered his damage by 4. With 5.5, we go first. That's what we need. And we will leech, well, a ton. I'm gonna weaken and slow down this guy. I guess I'm gonna do it twice. This was pretty effective. That was like -9 damage in both. And once more. Let's get the initiative down to 0. It actually can go to negative numbers even. And I'm gonna slow down the combat a little bit. Okay, so we just leached 200 damage with the first, 200 shield with the first attack. And with that, the combat is probably over. Because the second hit is gonna leech... what? 300 something? 180, let's say. We'll be about 500, I think, now. Okay, this time we won't have the last move, so the AI will be able to respond to my positioning a little bit better. And it's not playing the weakened cards. So I think I still should be careful. I was thinking about playing like multiple copies of the warrior and try to just leech through the AoE damage. It's probably safer to just go for this. Which one do we weaken? This one. We are at 42 damage. Just think how long it would take to get to numbers that would beat the warrior by the time the fight is like 5 times over already. I'm actually quite curious how much shielding we'll have at the end of this combat. That could be an interesting guessing game. Let's say... I'll say 3,800. It also depends on how often we get the last move, because if we get last move like at least half of the time, we should be able to leech a lot more. Here it would be great if there was a way how to deal damage to them as they are coming on board without having a card on our side. I'm actually not sure if there is something like that. Oh wait, I can still wait. And another one sheet. This might be the time to play the second copy. Play one, let's see, here. Another one here. And we would just speed them up to go first. That would kill this one. They're still gonna take a ton of damage, but I think we can speed things up this way a bit. So that's one thing. Then we want... What's the fastest? 6.5. It should be faster, right? 5.5, yeah. And we also have this. Should be able to get over 1,000 shielding, I think, before they can even attack. That was so close. Yeah, we managed to get to 1,100 before they're able to do anything. Sure, let's just wait. Let's see their positioning. There still should be some more Lushy available. Too bad that we can't keep count. Or can we just see the graveyard? Can I open the graveyard? I want to see how many Lushy there were in this fight. see it? No, I don't see it right there. This card, like the Leshy, for example, look so impressive when they are played. It's like, damn, they have like 250 hit points and they are hitting for 50. And then round 2, we are looking at the warrior that is leeching like 1,000 shield per turn. And suddenly, it's just such a joke. Look at that. Oh, there's still another Leshy. I think this is gonna be the last one. And now when the fight is basically over, we are getting to similar numbers as the warrior. So the Codex is worth it, but not for the Drain Vigor, but it's worth it for the quick cover. I was told that it was that it works this way now. I just wanted to see for myself. Just lower the damage as much as possible, and we'll see how much shielding we'll get. My guess was, what, 3,800? I don't think we'll get that high, but we should be able to get to 3,000 probably. I guess we can speed things up now. Okay, here we should get decent positioning. 1, 2. The third one doesn't really matter even. I can still. Where is it? Here. Still go first. So 2,600. 28, 29, 3, 32, 3, 4. Actually, I wasn't that far with my guess. It's gonna be 35. $35.14. Let's see the reward. That's what I'm really curious about. If it's worth it. 1 morph material. 28 life roots is nice. I mean, it's life roots. We have a ton of or we had a ton of those. But like we can attack 2 of these spawns, and we'll have enough for, let's say, another 90-point elemental armor, which is nice. Crystal wood is still useful for like crafting materials if you want to play this late. Well, actually it's wild resource, so maybe I'll just check what's the chance that we're gonna fail if I try to get the crystal wood gathering tools. Secret alloy. Actually, secret alloy is not that good. I did some like testing with different tier 5 materials, and you really want to be using wild tier 5 materials as much as possible, because they have significantly more essences. Therefore, when you are going for especially legendary items, you get a lot more out of them. What about the items? That's still crap. Oh well, there you go. As I said, this will be all for the series. As for the gameplay, there's still gonna be another episode where we're just gonna be testing mainly rituals. We'll see if there will be anything else, because I managed to do basically everything that I wanted to do today. So it's just gonna be the rituals that are left. We have 3 points. So if you have any specific rituals that you'd like to see, I'll just quickly go through all of them, so you can pause the game if you are really interested. Read all of them and then decide. So if there is anything specific you want to see, let me know. I can always just get, I don't know, 2-3 more points if it's really needed for some of the rituals that can't be researched right away. That shouldn't take super long. So we can test it next time. We should have more than enough materials for to do rituals for probably years. And yeah. Other than that, I hope that you like the series. I hope that you're gonna join me for my future series again. And until then, have a good time. Bye-bye.